Hello, you beautiful people. In case you don't know, I'm Stuntman Mike, coming at you live from Anchorage, Alaska. And I got a few things to talk about here. It's mostly going to be about Extra Life. For those that don't know, Extra Life is a... One second here. There we go, that's better. The sound, I wear hearing aids, and there was sound coming over there from Twitch, actually. So that's great. I'm going to be taking part in Extra Life, and that is a fundraiser for gamers like me and hopefully other people who are listening to this, where we play games to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network Hospital, or Children's Hospital Miracle Network. And for us, it is benefiting here in Anchorage, Alaska for Providence. That's for those of us who are in Alaska. And normally we're going to have a 24-hour gaming event coming up, and that was November 9th through the 10th. Normally game day is November 2nd and 3rd for up here in Anchorage for those who are playing at Warehouse 49 or Warehouse 49. We're going to be doing it the 9th and the 10th for the network and the location. So you can always donate, and if you want to know how to donate to my page, just look to the chat. And one thing I'm going to do, normally the last couple of years I've been DMing for Dungeons and Dragons. This year I'm actually going to be taking part in somebody else's game. Dean, who you can find here. He's from Fairbanks. He's coming down to Anchorage to DM. Figured he'd give the normal DMs a break. And sorry, I'm not very good at talking. Yeah, I DM all the time, but I'm not so used to talking. So for 24 hours, I'm going to be playing a character. Now, I decided to let my donors take part in what type of character I played. And so I gave out a bunch of different races and a bunch of different class options. And I wanted to go kind of weird. I didn't want to do like, oh, here's a human, here's an elf. While I do enjoy playing those characters from time to time, I wanted to go kind of bizarre. So some of the race ideas were Grung, which, for those who don't know, are frog people. There's Kenra, which they look like Anubis, essentially. You know, the jackal people. Etherborn, which is like an energy person. Tortle, which is turtle person. Loxodon, elephant person. Vampire, Minotaur, Centaur, Keldon, which is kind of a near human. It's from Magic. And some of the classes I did, there was Blood Hunter, Artificer, Dragon Rider, Monk, Paladin, Rogue, and I also came up with like what archetype or what subclass they should go with. But Bard, Ranger, Druid, Wizard, Cleric, and Fighter. And like I was going for like some weird sources, like so for Blood Hunter, that's made by Matthew Mercer, and for the Fighter subclass, it was gonna be Gunslinger, stuff like that. Like I wanted to go a little bit weird and unusual. And I let people who donated to my Extra Life vote on class and race, and so some of the results. In second place for class is the Gunslinger Fighter. But in first place is a Swashbuckler Rogue. So, it looks like I'm going to be playing a Swashbuckler Rogue. That will be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to that already. Swashbuckler. Swashbuckler is the winner. And then for race, I actually had a three-way tie for first place. We have Kenra, Loxodon, and Centaur. Now, to make this a little bit interesting, since I had a three-way tie, what I'm going to do is roll for it. You can see I got my handy-dandy D6. So, 1 and 2 will be Kenra, 3 and 4 will be Loxodon, 5 and 6 will be Centaur. So, let's get this going here. Are we ready for the roll? Hey, Dean. How you doing? I see you there. And Dean, he's AK Marmot. He will be the DM for the game I'm taking place in. I believe you still have room for your game. If interested, please go ahead and post in the chat. I'll mention it here. But let's go ahead and roll. Is it going to be a Kendra, Loxodon, or Centaur? It's a 3. Yep. Got a 3. And so, I'm going to be a Loxodon. So that means we're going to have an elephant swashbuckler running around. Dean, that's what you're looking forward to in your game. So let me note that down. I know somebody was like really wanting me. That was Becca. She wanted me to really be a centaur. So looks like I'm not going to be centaur. So we're Dean. He said he's looking for at least 3 more players. So if you're taking place in Extra Life, make sure you register as a player at extra-life.org. And let Dean know that you would like to be in his game, because we would like people more. The more people that take part, the more money we can get to go towards children. And 100% of the money that's donated goes to the Children's Hospital. It's a personal thing for me too, because a not so sneaky rogue. Well, swashbucklers aren't the most sneaky anyways. But, so, yeah, it's going to be stomping around and such. I'm going to really have to think about his stats. I'm also going to probably, I think, since we have done class and race, I'll do some stuff for donors to vote on background for my character. So... maybe name. We'll see how this goes. I'll post about that on my like Twitter and such, which you can follow me on Twitter. Yes, I'm on Twitter. Thank you, Streamlabs, Streambot. So that'll be November 9th and the 10th for Extra Life for game day. There was some other stuff I wanted to talk about as well. Oh, but to go back to Extra Life, with the Children's Hospital, I have 4 kids, and the Children's Hospital has helped out my kids and I a lot. Just being there at the birth of my kids, helping out there, checking up on the kids. And I've had especially my sons, they've been having various illnesses through life, and we take them to the Children's Hospital, and they've helped out quite a bit. And whatever I can do to help give back, no matter how little, I'd like to do that. So yeah, that is why I Extra Life, and I get to do something I love to help people I love. So other things coming up here. We have SenchiCon coming up. Let me make sure I have that is this weekend. That is not the right... I don't even remember what my own commands are. I'm on Streambot. Is it just Senchi? Yes, there we go. Senchi. Haha. Coming up this weekend, and there's going to be a bunch of us DM types at the Alaska D&D Club. We're going to be having different tables. Got quite a bit of D&D, but we're also going to have some Shadowrun, especially the new 6th World. We have one of the people who helps write for it, who's from here in Alaska. He's going to be running some demo tables for that. Very exciting. Um, what else are we going to have? We're going to have Exalted. I know Becca is going to be running Exalted. And to take part in these tables, it is free as long as you have paid for a badge at for SenchiCon. Other than that, it is free, and you get tons of gaming events. We're right across, I believe we're on the second floor. We're going to be right across the hall from the vendor hall. And I know Cully and I are going to be running some Adventurers League for Season 9. We're going to be one of the premier events for Season 9. Very excited about that. And also going to be a premiere for Infernal Pursuits. It's the first epic of Season 9. We're going to have at least 6 tables available for that. I'll be one of the Tier 1 DMs. So it's going... Essentially, the best way to describe this is that it is Mad Max, but D&D, and it takes place in Avernus, the first level of hell. And so that's going to be coming up. We're going to have 2 live play D&D tables, or not tables, live play panels on Saturday. I forget the time. I'm going to have to look at the time. But at least on Saturday, we're going to have Malcolm. He's going to be having Mad X's D&D Power Hour. Schedule. What time Saturday? Got Epic. Sorry, I'm trying to get all my information here. Huh. Oh no, it's later at night. That's right. Mad X's D&D Power Up. 7:30 to 9. And then my panel, I know, is Sunday. At 1, I think? 1:30? 1:30 to 2:30 is the D&D Adventure Hour. So, yep, we're bringing those to you guys. So Saturday and Sunday. Some stuff I'd like to talk about in future streams is I got a Kickstarter book. I'll go ahead and show it to you. At my D&D shelf. Legendary Dragons from Jetpack 7, and they're a company that I'm very happy to support and their Kickstarter campaigns. And this is a book of just dragons. They have 20 different legendary dragons, and also like some other minor dragons. They have a Dragon Rider class. They even have a new player race. And I would like to talk about that at some point, and I will get to that, review it, because it is an awesome book. So yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about in this stream. Thanks for listening. So yeah, we're going to have me playing a Loxodon swashbuckler. That's going to be entertaining. And we'll see how this goes. So November 9th through the 10th will be Extra Life. Please, if you can, donate. And we should be streaming the game live. I'll at least have my equipment with me to stream it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to join the Alaska D&D Club. If you're in Alaska, or if you're thinking about moving to Alaska, or even if you're from Alaska, not living here at the moment, we're just a community of people who want to share and enjoy this hobby that we have here in this great state, this great beautiful state. To show how widespread it is, at one point was talking to somebody in Kotzebue. They were just going to be in Anchorage for the day, and we're looking for a table. And they happened to come, I told them, like, yeah, come to Adventures League on Thursdays at Bosco's. Which Bosco's is not doing Adventures League anymore. They're doing Hall of Heroes. That's okay. But this person, she said she was going to be coming in, and like, well, yeah, just stop by Adventures League, and if you happens to be space at my table, please, go ahead and join up. And she happened to find my table, so that we do try to connect as many people as we can. So yeah, well, thanks for listening. Thanks, Dean, for stopping in, and we'll get some more players. We got a little bit. We got about a month and a half until game day, so we'll get those extra players. We'll get them and have 24 hours going through levels 1 through 20 in a campaign adventure that Dean wrote. All right, I'll talk to you folks later, and stay excellent to each other.